Alrighty. Is everything set up as it should be? I think it is. This stream right here, ladies and gents, is a heck. Okay, I'm gonna scooch the camera a little bit. This stream right here is a heck of a lot cleaner than the last one we did last week. It ain't perfect, but it is hecka better, I think. Alright, let me just make sure I got everything going here. Let me bring this pup on my phone. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Sierra McCorkle, what is good? Good to see you. Glad you could make it for today's little shindig. Alright, so today we are doing another. Hey, my man Alec Michael Martin, what is good, Alec? I haven't seen you in a good minute, dude. Alright, good people. Today I am. Hey, Brandon Aaron, what's good? Large steak. Cathay Valdivieso, what is good? Hey, thank you for the share, Brandon. Let me get you your bubbles. Wait, did I load this? Yeah, I loaded this thing beforehand. I'm gonna shoot it up. There we go. And then they're gonna start like coming down. Alright, y'all. Sebastian Thomas, what is good, my dude? Jacob, thank you for the share, my dude. Again, I'm gonna shoot it up. There we go. And then it gonna come down. Thank you, Jacob. Alright, so here's how this little, I'm gonna put a heavy quotes on vlog is going to go, okay? So, like I said, Maria Lewis, what's good? Oh, I haven't seen you in the room. Thank you for the share. Here are your bubbles, Maria. I appreciate you. It's gonna come raining down. But yeah, so okay, so the last time we did this, we did a vlog last week, right? And it was just, at first, it was just this music playing, it was me, and it was the chat box, okay? So this time we're doing something a little different. I'm not certain about this, but I think that if you guys send stars during a live video that is not a gaming video, I think I might get in trouble for that. I don't know. I think I'm only able to receive stars on a gaming specific video. I don't know why. I guess it's just how Facebook wants the stars to work. So we're still gonna be doing like, you know, what we're doing. I'm just gonna have just like Minecraft playing in the background, okay? Like I'm gonna keep the chat box up since the main focus of these is us, you know. So the game is just gonna be in the background. You guys ain't gotta worry about that. We just gonna, you know, be chatting. Amanda, what is good? Thank you for the shares. Come chat and discuss. Thank you kindly. Here are your bubbles, my dear. All right. Oh, and another thing. Normally, it's difficult for me to like read the chat as I play Minecraft specifically. So I got like another monitor up here. So if I'm looking to the side very often, like how I've been doing, that is why. Okay. I forget I have this second laptop. It's like a little MacBook. Okay. All right. What did I miss? What the fuck? Why does it say that I just shared the stream? Did you guys see that? What the fuck? Why is my shit so late? Oh my god, whatever. Okay, alright. Caddy said, if I had a bubble blower, my dog would go crazy. Oh, Sebastian said, not good. Had to come to Missouri for a funeral. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Really, I am. Randy said, where am I? I'm still in my house, just in another... I'm sitting at another location in my house. Normally, I sit in the middle of my living room because that's where my television is. Right now, I'm just kind of just sitting up against just a wall. Okay, so like the last time, we have so we're experimenting a few different things today. Okay, so last time it was really open-ended. I was just saying Q&A, ask your questions. This time I'm trying something a little different where we're actually focused on a single topic, a topic that I asked about yesterday. All right, and we're gonna discuss it today. All right. I want you to tell me, how do you identify a toxic individual? All right. I don't know why. I had that thought the other day, And I was thinking, like, I feel like everybody identifies somebody who's toxic in different ways. Sometimes their definitions, however, get really skewed, and then they're putting up with toxic behavior because they don't think that behavior is toxic. So I had wanted to open that up to y'all to see what y'all think. Oh man, Sebastian, really, I'm sorry about that. He said he's in the bathroom. Oh my god. Vampora, what's good? Glad you can make it. And thank you for the share. I saw earlier you said that you wasn't sure if you could make it, so I'm glad you could. But yeah, so I have, you said find a deck in Republic. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of the things that y'all said in the last, like in the post that I made yesterday. All right, so CJ, you said the way you identify a toxic person. You said they are. I'm reading it right here. They are always negative. Also, they tend to complain a lot. Now, there is a difference if they are complaining about you or a lot of things you do, and complaining about other people or stuff. That difference determines if they just have issues that they have to deal with and need you as a friend, or they just do it for attention. I think that's definitely a very interesting, very interesting, I don't know what to call it. Fuck, why am I drawing a blank right now? Fanboy, I live with a toxic narcissist. Yeah, everybody's got something. He said Undertale, Sonic, MLP fan base. And then he said, I definitely pay attention to patterns of different types of behaviors, so I'm very observant. Bob Ball said, what up, loser? What up, loser, dude? You're a loser, too. If I'm a loser, you're a loser, dude. We're all here. And he said, incautious. Mildred Umpad, what is good? What is good? All right, what else? What else we got? Okay. Emily Long said, they only care about themselves. They live with you and see you struggling, but don't do jack shit to help. They act like your house is theirs, and you pay the bills. So little to no respect to you or your property, and never asks to do things. Just does them. Interesting. And Artine, I'm going to try to pronounce your last name. Artine Gutierrez. Fuck me. I'm sorry. I'm normally good with names. I'm going to have to pronounce it slowly. Gutierrez. Gutierrez. You said they look like a Karen. Oh my god. I find that really interesting. Okay, so here's what I think. I think I should actually probably just start up the game. It's funny because it's like I'm so focused on this. Honestly, I don't even know what world to open. I'm just gonna open up my old living large in Minecraft world, where the last time I uploaded this nonsense was February 23rd of 2018. Oh god. Okay, I guess just back up and load it. Sure. Alec, you said, I think the best answer is based on experience. So there are no truth final answer. But I think someone who simply is someone who has patterns that are harmful or self-harmful in the end, and being more negative towards everyone. Specifics could be like manipulators, narcissists, etc. Very, very interesting perspectives you all have. They all sound kind of similar, though. It sounds like y'all are saying it's like based on previous patterns, and you know, but that makes sense though. It's just kind of like a string of patterns and treatment. Okay, well, I have a question for y'all then. How do you know if you... What the heck was I doing? Okay. How do you guys know if you are not the toxic person? Because here's something that I myself have seen. A lot of times if a person is being toxic, they don't think that they are being toxic. They think that they're just talking, or that they're just expressing themselves, you know? So it's kind of like, how do you know if... Because sometimes you may even be the toxic one, and you may not even know. You know, you may just be talking. Like I said, you just may be talking. Because I've been in that situation before. There are times, there have been times, you know, talking to my friends, talking to my family, and then they don't say that I'm toxic or whatever, but they say like, you know, Julian, you're being like really, really negative. And I'm like, negative? I'm just talking about how everything is garbage. Like, to me, I'm just talking. So it's kind of like, for you, how do you catch yourself? Like, how do you know if you are or aren't being the toxic person? Because it's always easy to try to identify another person. What about you? I feel like that's interesting. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong thing. Before he said, my mom was like that, consistently complaining about my bad behavior. I remember in high school, she trashed my room looking for something, saying, "What? Oh my god! I'm sorry, Vampora." She screamed. I never found out what it was. Holy shit. Sorry, that's so bad. Sierra, you said, I dealt with one toxic person that almost ruined my relationship. They only think for themselves, negative, and are such bullshitters. Okay, alright. Well, yeah, it seems like you guys have a very strong way to identify toxic people. I think I kind of sort of remember what I was doing in here. I think I built this to be like a mayor's house. Yeah, that's my little water tower that I made. Oh my god, and my game is lagging like shit. Yeah, so, okay, so I guess... You said I cut my finger when cutting potatoes. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Make sure you bandage that up. Rinse it clean and all that. Yeah, so, like, okay, so... Here's what I think. Like, we're all talking about, you know, what we think about, you know, what makes a toxic person and all that. Here's what I think. I think that a toxic person is a person who... It's probably going to fall in line a lot with what y'all were saying. Where it seems like the focus is more, like, entirely on them and their needs. Like, I'm speaking about, like, my past experiences. It's like... And here's the thing, okay, well, like I said, obviously this happens sometimes, but half the time when a person is being toxic, why the heck do I have horses? And, oh, I forgot, I think I tried to get these horses outside and they wouldn't leave. I think that when it comes to, like, when a person's being toxic, half the time they're not really doing it to you per se. It's more like, it's more about themselves. It's like if they're like complaining and being negative and stuff, it's not necessarily because they want to be an a-hole towards you. It's more like because they don't have any other idea how to express themselves, you know? However, there are some toxic people to where, yeah, their goal is like, I'm going to tear this effort down as much as I can. Brady said, I dealt with several in another stream just bullying me and saying some inappropriate shit to my friend's wife. Yeah, like some people, I'll give you a pony, I want a horse. Yeah, like that. Some people, like I said, don't get me wrong. There are people really, they are just like out for blood. I don't understand that. I guess, I don't know. I guess for that, it's more of so like, they're just, like, it's really messed up and it's really unfortunate, but it's like they don't have any other way to express themselves. It's kind of like, either that, or it's like they feel justified in the way they behave. It's kind of like, oh, well... I feel like that's actually a strong... I'm not even doing anything in this game. I'm just wandering around. I feel like that's actually a very strong element, I think, in people who are toxic. It's kind of like they feel justified in their behavior. And their justifications, they actually don't tend to... Oh, what the heck? Okay. They actually don't tend to vary too much. It's kind of like, oh, well, because you're annoying me, it gives me the right to call you out your name, you know? Oh, or it's because, you know, I had a hard life, so it gives me the right to be an asshole to anybody, you know? Or, like I said, and sometimes the people who are being toxic, like I said, they're not even being a-holes, they're just being extremely negative. It's like they're constantly complaining. It's like they're not doing anything to make their situations better. It really is just like, I don't know, like, I'm just like thinking about like with me, it's just kind of like, they're just, I don't know, the only thing that I can think of is just like, they're just complaining. I understand, like, I understand complaining. I complain, we all complain, but I feel like there does come to a point to where their brakes need to get put on it, you know? Crane said the bench at the library was frozen solid yesterday. It was crazy. The boy said, I gotta go. Talk to you later. Please do a video on narcissistic abusers. I can Skype or Discord you on that day and talk with you. Please. I don't know about that, but yeah, maybe I could do something like that. Yeah, topics. Yeah, I like that. Because here's the thing. I don't necessarily just like to discuss certain topics. I also try to give solutions. I do my best. I struggle with it every day. But I do my best to try to be more solution oriented. Because I feel like if you just kind of sit around and complain about an issue, you don't come to a solution, It's just kind of like you just keep on going and going and going, and then it's never ending. You just have a person to complain to. So it's kind of like what I was saying before was like when another person can be toxic is when it's like they're just endlessly complaining and there's like they're bringing everybody around them down. Because like in that instance, they're not technically being an a-hole. They're not even being like hostile. It's more like a passive-aggressive kind of thing. Seriously, I think the real reason why there are toxic people in the world is because of the parents and what they went through. Not saying all parents, because kids get their negative impacts at home from their parents. Actually, I agree with that. I highly agree with that, because something that I've come to learn is that, when you're a kid, whatever is going on with the parent, more often than not, is going to roll over into the kid, even if it's not direct. Because if you have the parents who are like, dysfunctional, or they have lots of emotional issues and stuff like that, if they're like super underdeveloped, they don't know how to. That stuff it's basically an underdeveloped individual raising an individual who's going to be underdeveloped. And that's what's really messed up about it, because it becomes like a vicious cycle. It's kind of like, let me think. It's kind of like, say there's somebody, like, and these are people who I have met, throughout my life, Some people I have known personally, other people I've just, like, heard of, or it's like I know, like, peripherally. It's kind of like, because kids these days are out of control and disrespectful. Yeah, because, like, half the time I feel like it's due to what you are taught. It's like, because like a kid, like a baby, they're a blank slate. They literally will absorb anything that's around them. So it's like if you have somebody who's like, I'll say like the hostile route. So it's like, say like you have somebody who's like, they're really mean, they're really hostile, they get very volatile and very angry. It's kind of like I feel like one of two things. I feel like the kid can like, they can receive that in different ways. But I feel like one way is that they'll think it's okay to behave that way. It's kind of like, oh, well, my dad, got really mad at me when I didn't do anything, so it must be okay for me to get mad at everybody else kind of thing. Another thing is that I feel like the kid's going to withdraw to where it's kind of like now every single time, their parent is getting like mad or angry at them, they may feel like that they're worthless, and then they don't stand up for themselves. I feel like that was the route that I took growing up. It's kind of like you become really closed off. So this leads me to like my next question. My next question is, if you have identified a toxic person, how do you deal with them? Because here's something else that I believe. I think that if you do come across, a toxic individual, you do need to have healthy ways to deal with them. Because if you try and deal with them in a non-healthy way, then that makes you toxic as well. It's kind of like, oh, well, he's yelling at me, I guess I should yell at him too. That doesn't solve anything. Now you're both toxic, And that was some of the things I guess I wanted to try and talk about. Like I said, just from the things that, like I said, I've experienced, that I've learned. I feel like that if you come across a toxic individual, one of the best ways is to put distance between yourself and them. Because I swear to you, I freaking swear to you, their messed up energy is contagious. It is contagious. Because if they're saying stuff out the side of their mouth, if they're like treating you any kind of way, I feel like the most important thing is that you need to establish your boundaries with that person. It's kind of like you're teaching them like, okay, you do not talk to me that way. But you do it in a way that is not, what is it? You do it in a way that's not hostile. So like, what's not hostile? It's more like what is hostile. It's kind of like I said, like we'll continue using, like I said, like the angry individual. If they're like, like, what the fuck, you know, are you doing? I told you to stop leaving juice on the counter. And like, and I guess I'm like, if you respond angrily, it's like, what the fuck are you yelling at me for, motherfucker? Like, you know, it's kind of like that. Like I said, that's just two toxic people going at it. That ain't gonna solve nothing. That ain't gonna solve jack shit. I feel like a good way to respond to that. So using that same scenario, why the fuck did you leave the juice on the counter, bitch? Like I don't, you get my point. But like, and I feel like a better way to respond to that would be like, okay, yeah, it's like you keep your energy. It's like you don't let the other person make you mad, you know, or what's the word? Like, make you explosive, make you like lose yourself. It's kind of like you pull it back and you're like, you don't call me that, you know, you don't call me a bitch, you don't be talking to me like that, you know. And then, but what's important is obviously, you know, what do you do if they still continue talking like that? And this is what I said, where you have boundaries. I feel like that is when you basically tell, like, it's basically you say, this is gonna sound strange. I'm gonna have to kind of like clean it up. But it's like you say there will be consequences. Now, what do I mean by consequences? I don't mean like you're gonna beat their ass, you know, or like something like that. I basically mean it's kind of like, if you continue talking to me that way, then I'm going to like leave. You know, like I will leave the room. Or, you know, I will not speak to you the rest of the day. You know, because half the time when a person is being like toxic and stuff like that, they want attention. They want your attention. Whatever that attention is. Maybe they just want you to listen. Maybe they just want you to sympathize, you know. But they don't know how to express that without, you know, losing their shit. So, by saying, you know, I'm basically not going to give you that attention, I'm going to leave, that's keeping your cool, that's keeping your power, I feel like, and that's removing yourself away from that scenario, you know, because now the other person is going to do one of two things. Either A, they're still going to be talking outside their mouth any kind of way towards you, in with which you will, you know, do what you said you're going to do and be like, okay, I'm out, bounce. Or they're going to realize, okay, if I keep this up, such and such is going to leave, or they're not going to listen to me anymore. Maybe I should pull it back, you know? And then if they pull it back, that is when you can continue, you know, listening and talking to them. So I feel like that dealing with toxic individuals is more focused on your own power. It's kind of like, what do I do if somebody starts talking to me like this? What do I say if such and such is disrespecting me, you know? Because I feel like that if you try to, like, match their anger or match whatever negative thing that they're feeling, that's all you're going to get. You're just going to get more, you're just adding to the pot, you know? Benjamin, what's good, dude? He said it's snowing hard. Yeah, it was raining. It was, like, storming this morning. Like, it actually kind of scared me. It was, like, it was all this wind and stuff. Shoot, I'm wondering even if I should even bother loading the game. Maybe it would just be better if I just went to, like, the loading screen. I don't know. Sierra, you said their negative energy is a poison. It speaks like a disease from... it spreads like a disease from one person to another, and I dealt with it my whole life. The best thing to do is to ignore it, but one consequence is it drains you and you get a bit depressed. Yeah, that's why I said you have to basically put boundaries between yourself and that toxic stuff. Like I said, like, do what you can to, like, here's another thing. Like if that doesn't work for you, here's another thing that I learned of. If you're ever in a situation that you are not happy with, there are two things you can do. You can either do what you can to change the situation, or you can get the fuck out. I'm not kidding. You basically change it or you leave. You know, it's whatever you feel like you need to do. You know, because, like, say, like, you're in a, like, a relationship with somebody. You know, let's say that you're dating somebody. You have a toxic boyfriend. You know, I don't know what the toxic is. Maybe he's super like I said, because a toxic person doesn't always have to be, like, angry. You know, like I said, they could just be really negative. They could just be really sad and depressed all the time. They're not really, like, helping. You know, like, they're just you know, just complaining, tearing you down and whatnot. But like I said, but they may not be being directly hostile. I remember I had a cave around here somewhere. Maybe I'll just dick around in there. Where was it? Oh yeah, it was right here. I have a sign there. What did I say? Yo, man, I kill me. I haven't loaded this up in 2 years, and I said the Earth's ass. Alright, I want to make everyone happy. That's nice, dude. But you shouldn't try to do that, though. Because you won't be able to make everybody happy. Because some people are just like that, you know? At least that's my suggestion. But yeah, like, so... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's like, if you're, like, in a situation, right? You can do one of two things. You can either do something to change it or get out. So, use an example if you're in, like, in a relationship. Say you're with a very negative, very depressing individual, right? Like, you're dating. You don't have to, like, I feel like, oh, wow, what the hell? I feel like something that you can do is make them aware. Because sometimes people are not aware that they're even being toxic. So the first thing you can do is bring it to their attention. You could be like, hey, man, you know, for the past 15 minutes, you've just been kind of complaining. I'm just letting you know. Like I said, you're not being hostile. You're not being rude. You're just bringing it to their awareness. Because like I said, sometimes people are being negative and they don't realize that they are. So if you tell them that, they'll be like, oh, snap, you know, I didn't mean to do that. Let me dial it back. You know, that's the first thing. If after you've already brought it to their attention and they continue doing it, you be like, hey, you know, bruh, you still kind of complaining. Or, you know, you still kind of like, you know, being like super depressing and negative. God damn it, Ben, you said that the last time. I guess whatever helps as long as it's healthy. But yeah, like if they continue, you know, being toxic, and then you're like, hey, bruh, you know, you're still doing it. You know, like I said, sometimes people do need to be reminded more than once. But in the event that it continues, like I said, that's when you have to bring in, I think, the boundary thing, to where you're like, okay, if you kind of keep doing this, I don't really want to have this conversation anymore, because at that point, you know, you're just bringing, you know, me down. You know, like I said, I feel like it's important to have your boundaries in place, and just, you know, the things that you will. Oh, whoa. Oh, well, okay then. I guess we found something to play with. But yeah, I feel like it's important to essentially just have your boundaries in place, you know, because it's like you gotta look out for your own personal health. You know, like I don't want. Like I said, these are just all my suggestions. It's just all my advice, and I'm an expert on my own opinion because it is my own. I don't really think it's a good idea to immediately think that the person is an enemy, you know, or out to get you. Because sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes they're behaving a certain way because they don't know any other way to behave, you know? Now, I'm not saying that's their excuse. They still shouldn't be doing that. But it's kind of like we're all, like, learning, you know? So, like, I feel like that to give them, like, a little grace, you know, like I said, and just to bring it to their awareness, like, yo, this is how you're acting like. Maybe you want to dial it back a bit. And if they continue doing it, then you're like, okay, you've still been doing this. If this continues, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. Like I said, you'll have to figure out what that is. You could be like, I won't have this conversation anymore. Or, you know, I won't want to hang out with you anymore. Because I'll be honest, I had to do that one time. Like, I was with a friend. This was years ago. I was with a friend, right? I was hanging out with him. It was like our first time hanging out. And it was a lot of fun. You know, well, more like every time I started to have fun, they would do something or say something to limit the amount of joy I was feeling. It's kind of like say like we just like watched a movie, right? And I'm like, oh snap, that movie was so good, you know, this happened, that happened. And then they're like, calm down. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that great. Just calm down. You're a little too excited right now. That happened like over and over and over throughout the entire time we were hanging out. And then after when we was hanging out, Dominic, what's good, dude? Sounding like, nah, it's cool, dude. Hey, you shared the stream, my dude. Thank you. Here's some bubbles for you. Here's some bubbles. Yeah. Okay, it's running a little dry. It's not running dry. You know, I gotta prime it. They're gonna start falling down. Sierra, he said, I had a very negative ex-boyfriend, and he tried to get rid of me that very first week he saw me. Went to the gas station and saw me introducing to his friend, and my ex called me a poor soul, and his friend said the same thing. So that toxic right there caused my ex had depression issues and was autistic. Nothing against autistic people. I have a few friends that are autistic lovers. No, yeah, nobody's saying like it's something against. Oh, whoops, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Yeah, nobody's saying it's something like that. But yeah, like in that situation, I feel like it's good to know. I feel like you should. I'm getting tongue tied. I feel like it's just important to know what it is you're gonna put up with and what you won't. You know, because I feel like lots of times people are putting up with toxic behavior because they feel like they don't have a choice. or they're in a toxic situation, but they don't know what to do. That's why I said you can either try your best to make the situation better. Like I said, when you're making the person aware, like, I don't like it when you talk to me like that. I don't like it when you say things like that. It hurts my feelings. Like, be like, upfront with them. So you're playing Minecraft while doing a big pep talk. Yeah, at the start of this, I said that if y'all were to send stars on a non-gaming video, I think I could get in trouble for that. Like, I think they may suspend me being able to receive it. So, like, this game really isn't important. This is just playing in the background. I guess I was thinking about just leaving it just like on the loading screen. I don't know. That's still technically playing Minecraft. I don't know. Like I said, we're still figuring it out. But yeah, so it's kind of like, I feel like it's important to, like, basically have your boundaries in place. It's kind of like, this is what I'm willing to put up with. This is what I'm not willing to put up with. And if somebody keeps on doing these things that I don't like, this is what I'm going to do. And it's also important to make that clear to the toxic individual. Because like I said, more times than not, a person doesn't realize they're being toxic. They either think that they're being justified, which I still don't think is good. Or like I said, half the time they're just not aware. They really just aren't aware, So I think more times, if you bring it to their awareness, that'll dial it back. But like I said, in the event that they don't, that's when you make it clear. But yeah, what I was saying with like that story, like I said, I'm hanging out with my friend, and they kept bringing me down. The following day, I think I called them, and I was like, hey man, the entire time we were hanging out, this is what you were doing. And I don't like that. And they didn't realize that that's what they were doing. Like, I had to, like, tell them. I was like, remember when you said that? Remember when you said that? And they were like, oh, snap, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what I was doing. And it was funny, though, because many times you're going to have to keep reminding somebody. Because, we may not get it on the first try. I feel like that's human, Had to take a little sip. But yeah, so, like, what was funny was that even after that little hangout, what was happening is that I realized this as I was getting to know them. At the time I met them, I realized they were very pessimistic. But like I said, they didn't think they were. They were a very pessimistic individual, but to them, they were being a realist. They were being like, what I saw pessimism and cynicism. They saw realism and reality. I mean, that's basically the same thing. And it was so draining. It's like I could not maintain a single conversation with this individual without them saying or doing something that would just kill the mood. And they were just one day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I didn't like blow up on them or nothing like that, but I was just like, dude, all of our conversations that we have, you basically bring like a very, very negative spin to it. And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh my God, I will shit myself. Where did that thing even come from, dude? Why do they always do this shit? But yeah, I was like, dude, you have said this, you've said that. All of our conversations somehow end up with you bringing it down. Ow. And then, I was really upfront. And at that time, I wasn't used to being upfront. I was scared, honestly. I was scared that I was being too mean. I was being too aggressive. And I was like, dude, if you keep this up, I don't want to be friends anymore. I said that. I said those words because I could not be friends with somebody who was that negative, And I was honest. Like I said, I wasn't even doing the most. I was honest. And they thought about it. Like, I think they thought about it for a whole day. And I think they called me back the other day. And I was fully prepared to lose him, to lose him as a friend. I did not want that, but I couldn't be around somebody, who was like that all the time. Like 9 times out of 10, it's just this cynicism and this pessimism. Okay, what did I miss? Adami, you said, I once dated a toxic ex-girlfriend. I was always kept getting in arguments about stupid things with her because she would always leave me on red for hours at a time and not respond till like the next day or really late at night. And what really bothered me was that she would act like I was the one who started the arguments. It was all around the most toxic relationship I've ever been in. See, it sounds like they were criticizing. But I said my ex-girlfriend was really toxic, always started arguments over small stupid things and always blamed me for starting the arguments, but I didn't do anything wrong. Alright, dude, that might be true. But I will also say this, there's two sides to every story. This is what I was saying earlier, and this kind of ties back into what I was saying about accountability. Because it's always easy to say, oh, it's the other person's fault. They were doing this to me. You know, I was totally fine. You know, so I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting anything that you just said, because who knows, maybe that was, I wasn't there, I don't know, y'all. But, you know, that very well may have been true. But I do think that it is important to still be aware of the things that you were doing. Because I think it's unrealistic to say, I didn't do anything wrong. Because who knows, maybe you did. You know, like I said, in the conversations that I was having, like I said, with that friend in the beginning, they didn't think they were doing everything wrong. But when I just, like I said, when I was honest to goodness, I broke it down for them. And I was like, you know, you did that, you said this, it made me feel this way. That's important. Express how you feel. Say when you do this, it makes me feel this way, you know? I feel like when you do that, it like I said, it brings a level of awareness. But I feel like if you're just pointing fingers and saying, oh, they were the toxic one. Oh, they did this to me. They did that to me. You know, I think that's not right. Because like I said, I got to keep y'all accountable for yourselves too. I can't, it's because it's easy to say, oh, you know, my crazy ex-boyfriend or my crazy ex-girlfriend, you know, they were such a horrible person. They did this to me. They did that to me. I feel like it's easy to blame people. But I feel like it takes a certain amount of growth and maturity to be like, okay, I did say that. I shouldn't have said that. I did this, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, but like I said, I'm not saying that what the other person didn't say what they do. I'm just saying, you know, keep an open mind on both perspectives, you know? Because here's the thing. If you are the toxic individual, it turns out, because as I bet you, if you have two toxic people, they're going to say the other person's toxic. Nobody's going to take responsibility in that situation. They're going to be like, oh, well, he said that to me. They're the toxic person. Oh, well, you said that to me. You're the toxic person. You know, and then outside looking in, a person's going to be like, y'all both toxic. You know? Oh, man. So you ever got to stop looking for outside validation? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I root for that. I think that's important. I think that's important. Because here's a funny thing that I don't think people realize. And like I said, I am victim to this too. If you are, say you're unaware that you're the toxic person, right? If you are the toxic person, guess what? You're going to attract more toxic people. Because that's all you know. That's all you know how to interact with. So it's like everybody who you meet, they're going to be just as toxic as you. And you're going to find yourself in this endless string of toxic relationships. And you're going to be wondering why. Excuse me. You're going to be wondering like, oh, why do I always find myself in these toxic situations? Why is everybody who I meet toxic? It's all their fault. If you've been in like 5 toxic relationships, you got to be accountable. It's like, okay, bruh, seriously, like, what's going on? You know, that's what I mean about that. Seriously, I feel like people need to speak out more and admit what they say. Yeah, that's good. But like I said, I also have to keep on reiterating that also includes you. Because like I said, it's not fair. I don't think it's fair to basically put all the work on the other person, you know? You need to do this. You need to treat me better. You need to do all of that, you know? Because then it's kind of like, well, what are you doing? You're basically just sitting there, you know, arms back. All right, take care of me, bitch. Like that. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. I'll have to call you out on your bullshit if that's what you're doing. But yeah, I feel like that as long as you're self-aware of your own bullshit, it'll be easier for you to communicate with other people. Because if you just think that everybody is out to get you, or you know, oh, you know, they're the toxic one, I'm not doing anything wrong, then you're just gonna find yourself in this endless string of shitty relationships. I promise you that. And then you're gonna wonder why you keep finding yourself in shitty relationships. It's because it turns out you're the shitty individual. You're the shitty individual, and so you're attracting a bunch of shitty people because you guys are on the same wavelength. And then, yeah, but I do feel like that if, you know, if you are not a toxic individual and you're self-aware of this, it'll be easier for you to avoid toxic people because you know what that looks like. You're like, okay, well, a toxic person, they say this, they do that, they call me this. I know to avoid that shit. And next thing you know, you're attracting some cool-ass people. Because why? Because now you're not putting up with bullshit. You're not putting up with bullshit because now you are accountable for your own bullshit. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, my fingers. Okay, what do I miss? What do I miss? Donnie said, yeah, whenever I get into romantic relationships, I seem to attract crazy, gothic, or just all around mentally unstable girls. Is this weird? Okay, well, Dominic, that's why I said this is when you have to do a reality check. If that has been the string, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with gothic. That's more just like a style. But as far as the unstable thing, that's where that's what I said. That's what I have to make you accountable, dude. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I mentally unstable? If I keep on attracting all of these mentally unstable girls, what does that say about me? So I want you to think on that. I want you to think on that. CJ, my dude, you made it, dude. I read your thing earlier. Said Minecraft's been a while since I've seen you play. Yeah, I would say, like, I'm technically not playing Minecraft. It's more like, I don't want Facebook to fuck me over if I end up getting stars during one of these little vlogs. And I think I'll get fucked if I receive stars on a non-gaming video. So I have Minecraft up. It's playing in the background. That's why I have the chat box just up on the screen. Like I say, it's more about us. But yeah. See, I said there's just so many bullshitters in the world, yet it's hard to find those good people in the world. I'll say this. I feel like it'll work in your benefit if you focus more on your self-improvement. Because like I said, if you are coming across a lot of bullshitters, like I said, I gotta do this. As it is, I feel like it is my responsibility to do this. Are you the one bullshitting? Because if you keep on attracting bullshitters, just take a moment, take a step back, give an honest review of your behavior and ask yourself, well, maybe I was bullshitting. Because that's the thing. I feel like that if you are bullshitting, you're not gonna, and you don't think you are, you're not gonna be able to recognize bullshitters. And if you do, well, then that's a different story. But yeah, I feel like if you just focus more on your self-improvement, being able to be a person that you like, and being somebody who knows what their worth is, it'll be easier for you to basically, like, identify those toxic individuals and be like, oh no, that person's toxic. I'm not even gonna bother entertaining that bullshit. Entertaining it. No, you said, yeah, and I have been spending more time hanging out with my mom or my brother lately too, and it's been keeping my mind leveled and in the here and now. Good, good. If that's helping, then keep that up, man. Was that an Enderman? God damn, I'm still in a cave. This is still Minecraft. But yeah, so that's something that I would say, you know, I feel like if you just focus on your self-improvement, focus on becoming a person that you like, and, you know, it becomes easier for you to spot the things that you don't like. And then when you spot it, you know not even to get 10 feet towards it. Because I feel like if you don't know what you're worth, if you don't know what you're willing to put up with, you will run into anything. It'll be a lot easier for the bullshitters to find you. Because you can't spot them. You can't spot them. To them, they're like if you can't spot them, they're like chameleons. They'll seem like ordinary people until you get engaged with them, and then, oh, lo and behold, it turns out they're an asshole. But like I said, that's when you got to look in the mirror. It's like, well, you may be an asshole too, y'all. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure whatever you're thinking about them, they're probably thinking about you. CJ said, if I might add something, I know I just got here, but no, dude, that don't matter. Said the best way to see a toxic person is to analyze yourself and see if you are being affected in a good way or bad way. That will determine if there are toxic individuals or not. Very insightful, my dude. When you get stuck in a mine and hear a random monster. Yep, yeah, this is still Minecraft. Seriously, mainly I've been gaming to keep my mind at ease. Yeah, self-care. Take care of yourself. Seriously, I got a new streaming mic. Also, will be using your Amazon link to get a Blue Yeti soon. Hey, I forgot I had that. As a matter of fact, maybe I should put that in the chat. I actually forgot all about that. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, I don't know. That's my piece on, you know, toxicity. I think there is a really big deal of self-awareness. Because like I said, it's so much easier to push the blame on other people. But I feel like if you're self-accountable and you're more aware of, like I said, the things that you're willing to put up with, the things that you can identify, it becomes so much easier to start, you know, attracting non-toxic individuals. Because guess what? You're not toxic. And even if you're not toxic and you're still attracting toxic people, then in that instance, then you may want to look at your self-esteem. Because like I said, if you have low self-esteem, you'll be putting up with anything that people throw at you. I am dealing with this right now. I wouldn't say that I'm dealing with toxic people, but, you know, I am still in the process of, you know, dealing with, you know, self-worth stuff. But as long as you keep at it, you'll get there. I think that's important. Sorry, I had to refresh. Did you read my last two comments? You said you got a streaming mic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did, and I read what you said. At least from what Facebook has shown me. I don't know if it, like, skips, freaking, you know, messages. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's what it is when it comes to, like, toxic people. Like I say, it's super easy to be like, oh, you're the toxic person. And that really may be the case. But I feel like if you take care of yourself, you'll come across a lot more better people. So that is what I think. Almost made me shit myself because it just went dark. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'll even play something. Maybe I will. Maybe I will just keep it on a load screen the next time. I don't know. I don't know. Donnie said, I've been watching the anime called Toradora lately. Oh, I think you mentioned that once before. It's one of those school life kind of anime, and it's made my perspective on girls in real life who are Cinderella-like, and it's made me take a long, hard look at the girls I attract and how my personality plays a part in it. Yeah, that's good, dude. So you said my cut. Yeah, dude. See, I read that. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I feel like that's where it starts. It starts with you. I feel like the type of people, the people in your life serve as a. Whoa, that. Oh my God. Oh, there's the Enderman. Oh, it's a whole colony. Edward Lops, what's good, dude? Hi, man. Do you speak in taco? Dude, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's very confusing. My answer is gonna be no. You said, which Minecraft are you This is living large in Minecraft. I'm not particularly doing anything. I really am just wandering. Like I said, I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna be doing like these vlogs and stuff. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Shit. But yeah, I feel like the people who you have around you serve as like a mirror. You know, they're actually not even just the people, it's your circumstances too. I feel like if you're happy with yourself and you're happy with your life, there's things in your life and the people you have that are gonna reflect that, you know? Whereas if you're not liking the people you're attracting, then it's kind of like you gotta look at yourself, okay, well, who am I? You know? So I eat tacos. When was the last time I ate a taco? I don't even remember. Seriously, I eat burritos. I'm actually not really all that into... Ha! You piece of shit. I don't really eat Mexican food that often. The closest Mexican food that I've eaten is just... Where the fuck did you come from? The closest Mexican food that I've eaten is just like Chipotle, which doesn't even count, really. But yeah, so that's I'd have to say that's my thing. I feel like if you feel like you're attracting toxic people, to look at yourself. That's the first thing I feel like you should do. Be like, okay, what's going on with me? Am I being like, you have to ask yourself the honest questions. Am I a bitter asshole? Because I've encountered like 8 bitter assholes in the past 2 weeks. Sometimes it really is just chance and random. But I feel like if you're more like, equipped with yourself, you'll be able to tell the difference. This is dangerous. Dominique said, "Oh, Julian, I volunteered to cook dinner for my family tonight. We're having DiGiorno's pizza, and I'm cooking all 3 of them." My man, family man. Yeah, that actually don't sound bad right now. Oh God,
so basic,
some pizza. Yeah, I know it's like basic, but that's actually good as shit right now.
Especially on Friday.
Friday. Go ahead, man. You cook that for your family. And you see, that's what I mean. That's you. Piece of shit. I feel like in a small way, that's you being accountable for yourself. That's you like how. Wait, was that the only arrow that I had? Fuck me. I feel like in a small way, that's you being accountable for yourself, because that's like, you know, all right. Oh, I want to be a asshole. I want to be a guy, you know, who takes care, who does nice things, you know, for my fam, you know. So that's good. That's really good. Seriously, there's a lot of things I don't eat. Y'all will be surprised. Yeah, man. Like I don't really eat too much Mexican food. Oh, wait a minute. I forget I have a bucket of lava. Burn, you motherfuckers. You see, I'm becoming a better person as each day goes by. That's what it's all about, my man. That's what it's all about. One step at a time. What the fuck? God damn it. One step at a time, one day at a time. Oh, wait. No, I think it's gonna work. Yeah. Why is that little ass? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. He needs to die. CJ said, "I'm about to start a filming project with friends, co-workers, and strangers." Sounds ambitious. But yeah, I think that's all what I really have to say. We did this for about an hour. I'm still, like I said, this is only like the second video we've done. I'm still figuring out like how long we'll be doing this, you know, what we'll be doing. I'm thinking these little vlogs are probably going to be between 30 minutes to an hour. Probably no more than an hour. Asshole. Spawning piece of shit. Oh my god. But yeah, y'all, that's what I got to say. I'm still trying to figure out the topics we'll talk about. Like right now, you know, we're talking about like, you know, big stuff, important stuff. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll keep it lighter in the future. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just experimenting to see what works, what doesn't, what y'all want to talk about. You know, that always helps. If you guys are liking this, if you guys are getting any value out of this, please let me know. That serves as a good indicator if I should continue doing this, if I should switch it up. You know, it helps out. Seriously, I don't eat pizza, spaghetti, mac and cheese, sushi, hamburgers, taco, ham, etc. What do you eat then? No, he said, "Hey Julian, if I wanted to make a Power Rangers fan film, what would be the asshole?" God damn it! Now he said, "Hey Julian, if I wanted to make a Power Rangers fan film, what would be the best kind of equipment to use?" Dude, it depends on what are you trying to do with this film. I don't know like how far you're trying to go with it. Like if it's like this big production type of deal, or if it's just, you know, just a fun thing you can do on your phone. It depends on how far you want to go with it. CJ said it's about, oh yeah, your project. He said it's about this teen straight out of high school. Long story short, they don't know what to do after high school and finally finds their calling. Dude, that's some real life shit. He said, "I love when you do this." Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, it helps to... You piece of shit, you hid. It helps me figure... Oh, that son of a bitch is still up there camping. Yeah, that helps, you know, helps me figure out, you know, if these are working, you know, what should I do. Like I said, the differences that we did today, one, we were playing a game. Asshole, dude. Asshole. Alex, I got a new job. Man, it kicks ass. My man. My man. Oh, your brother? It's a shindig? Okay. Bet. Yeah, what am I playing for tomorrow's full stream? I do not know. Right now, I'm torn between 3 things. I'm torn between playing some new games. I have some new games that I would like to play. I'm torn between trying to finish up the DLCs. I've got like a shit ton of DLCs that need completing. And I'm also torn of playing a game that I have not picked up in a while, like Super Mario Party. I haven't touched that shit in a good while. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave this shithole. Asshole, dude. Oh my god. But, I don't know. I haven't decided. Because I really want to get rid of the DLCs, but it's kind of like, I really want to play other games, too. I don't want to say what they are, but I got, like, 2 pretty sweet-ass games that I got off the PlayStation Store for free. And I really want to, I'm really thinking about playing it. So, who knows? Maybe I'll just do that. It depends on what I feel like. Said the struggle is real. I'm still looking for a job. Me too. We gonna make it, though. We gonna make it. Just keep at it. CJ, you said when I get done with it, I will post a preview on my page. Oh, sweet. Encourage you to check it out. That fucking internet. But, yeah, so, you know, the more we do, like I said, at the moment, like I said, I'm only doing these little videos, like, once a week. I gotta figure out what day I'll be doing it, how long each of the videos will be. Like I said, this one was about an hour. Like I said, I'm thinking these videos will probably be between 30 minutes to an hour. I would like to get settled on a time. I've also got to think it's, you know, if I will actively play a game like just now, or if I will just keep it on a load screen. I really don't know. So, like I said, because the whole point is just talking. This fucking thing. But yeah, I hope you guys got some value out of this, you know. We'll be talking about more stuff. That we out here chatting and lifting each other up and learning from each other. My man! Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So yeah, you know, I hope you guys got at least one little thing out of this. You know, maybe I'll go back into this was supposed to be like my shitty house, and then that was supposed to be like the mayor. No, this was gonna be the mayor's place, and that was gonna be my house. I don't know. One of these days I'll get back to this for real and play it for real. But yeah, I hope y'all got something out of this. Hope y'all learn something, you know. So if I may admit something, since my return to social media, depression hit somewhat and anxiety, and I learned if you keep yourself busy, you end up feeling better about yourself. Yeah, if you focus on that stuff, like, dude, god damn it, like, it's like, I'm gonna be heading out right now. I also really gotta fucking pee. I ain't even gonna fake it. If we keeping it real, shit happened to me this morning. I'm not kidding. This shit happened to me this morning. I was talking to my sister. Like, I won't go into it since like the end of the stream, so maybe we can go into it another day. But no joke, I got really fucking depressed about dating, because I would like to date right now, and I'm running into a lot of self-esteem issues with that. And that shit hit me hard this morning. Like, I was talking to my sister about it. Like, it's just my sister and my mom. They helped me out. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Obviously, you know, you can't just snap your fingers. It's gonna go away. But man, pee, man. Oh my God, Sierra. But yeah, man. So it's kind of like, just take it one day at a time. Do one manageable step, you know, each time. Don't try to do the whole fucking thing all at once, you know. Do it in manageable parts, things that you can deal with, you know. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I kind of got thing. Fuck you, CJ. I know what you're trying to fucking do, and I can't even go to the bathroom because somebody's in the fucking bathroom right now. God damn it. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you guys learned something. You just made me need to blow my nose. God damn it. I went the whole fucking stream without having to blow my nose. Well, alright, y'all. I will see you tomorrow in the actual gaming stream, the full 2-length hour stream. Like I said, I don't know what I'll be playing. I guess you guys will see when I do it. Fuck you both. You guys are trying to sabotage me, god damn it. I'm doing a sitting pee-pee dance. God damn it. But yeah, so like I said, I hope you guys learned something. Let me know if you guys are getting value out of these, or different ways that, you know, like I said, this is all experimentation, so expect these types of videos to be very different. Like I said, the time that I do it, the day that I do it, the style that I do it, the topics we talk about, you know, there's gonna be lots of changes until I'm just seeing what sticks and what doesn't, and what's the easiest, you know, for me to do. But yeah, y'all, so Thank you all. I'm trying to see if there was anything I needed to do. It's right. The fuck's here? Oh my god. Alright, I guess we'll close out with some bubbles. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Okay, there we go. It's coming out. There we go. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow me here on Facebook if you don't already, so that way you get the notification system when I do these videos and the actual gaming videos. Well, this is technically a gaming video. I don't know what to fucking call it, but you get the point. And be sure to leave a review on the Facebook page if you haven't already. I will be doing I do featured reviews once a week. I think I'll do one tomorrow. So yeah, it's dry. Actually, I don't know if that helps you or not. Who the fuck is in the bathroom? Oh my god, I gotta pee so fucking bad. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next week for this, but, I'll see you tomorrow for the actual gaming video where, we put all this serious stuff, on the shelf for a minute, and we just relax and have fun. Alright, so, thank you guys so much for... Hold on a minute. Let me make sure I click the right thing. Alright, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.